cheers as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. They juked him. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Well, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their... And it'll make this a second and long. Now it's Carson. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he...
Waiting. Right there. 54 miles.
Now Brees on 3rd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brees, he gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out to his left. He hits his running back, Procise. For the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Just like that. Ready?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Here's Brees over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
23 yards, the final tally.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Breeze now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 30. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kamara trying the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Yellow lady. Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
It's now 4th down. Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuratively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. Rolling to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 22.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. To boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints. Ready? 95, 56. Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Max 50, Max 50. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Running with Kamara. And fighting down inside the 25. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line. Second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a play fake. Breeze. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 20! 31 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 13 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw, Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Wilson to throw. Going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it.
There he goes, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Carson. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game,